From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Mateer. He's going to run it. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Sooners are rolling down the field.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. With the catch, it's Marshall. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Maybe a crease. Powers through. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
It's on target and complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Here's Underwood to throw. It's complete to the right. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone is on that track.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There's a crease. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Trying to run, it's Marshall. Snowed under by the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Personal foul.
Late hit. Up 15 yards. This should be the last play of the quarter. They're working that left side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Got his man downfield. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. To keep this drive alive. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, here's Robinson. Works his way forward, has enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 32.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Give to the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Punt is on its way. And they'll just down it right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Listen to this noise you can't hear. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Makes the catch. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Good timing on the quick out. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes a catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the 1st down.
Open space at the 25. Nice chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4, it's 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the O.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. Now over to your game inside the Big House. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the Big House.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Checking in with Coach Venables at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part.
Finding some room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Avant. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback making checks. Looking for room. It's Walker. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
To throw, it's Mateer. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it, but the defense...
And he's in! Touchdown Sooners! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Ollie, keep an eye on that one for us. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with him. Running into the open space. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Throwing, Underwood. Gets rid of it. A strike downfield. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
949, rock star. 949.
Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will give them the lead. He stood tall in the pocket, held his ground, and delivered a strike despite taking that hit.
I'm impressed with this quarterback, boy. In the pocket like that, you've got all these bodies. Guys are trying to grab you, and guys are trying to shield your vision downfield. He knew he was going to get popped. He was able to stand in the pocket calmly and deliver a strike downfield.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. There he goes. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Makes a grab and room to run. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Gives it on the option. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Handoff from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Here's Underwood to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Could be an alley. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab in their space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback keep. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Big Blue with the response.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Mateer. Plucks it out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on! Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
A designed run for the quarterback. There's some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. Past the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, you're trailing here in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the 1st down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. That's reeled in, it's Harris. Got 7 yards on the play, it's 3rd and 3.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And now on 2nd down for this offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That delay of game penalty took him out of 2nd and short. Here they come needing 8. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the...
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me a field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
On third down, here's Robinson. Might have a chance. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And this run defense, man, they've got to do a better job down the stretch. Like, they've got to stop the run. Can't let them get these chunk plays on the ground.
Bringing the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium. And the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing, Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. These corners going to give these receivers some space. The give on the option. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safety?
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Got it, looking for the first down. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Running inside. It's Walker. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.